and you're welcome back to Market Watch Live with Gilbert Joekpata. Sorry, we had network had the best of us on the other stream, but then we are very dedicated and we also have resilience in making sure we always give you a market outlook and forecast for every new week. We've been running this, for many years, and transshipping Market Watch to YouTube, it's not going to stop us from always giving you market outlook, analysis, and forecast for every new trading and investing week. As much as we also give you the three market events you must watch out for that is going to bring the most volatility and impact to your trade. So these are three things you're going to get out from today's session. You're going to find out what Bitcoin is going to do next. You're going to find out the three market events which you are watching out for, and then one of you is going to win a 1 month free access to the Smart Investors Lodge Premium Trading Channel. And so you will also know, as I discussed, earlier on, I was talking about at the end of this month, 20 of you, 20 persons in the Smart Investors Lodge community is uh, going to gain live access into the premium channel, and this going to you're going to get this for free. Before now, a lot of you have always asked us, why won't you guys give us a lifetime access subscription? And we're always like, this is not something we want to do. We don't have plans for a lifetime access. Ever we have decided to drop lifetime access to 20 persons in the Smart Investors Lodge community. Five of you is still going to get 1 month free access to the Premier Trading Channel, and other giveaway we shared for. And without further ado, let's dive into the most important things. But meanwhile, if you're watching this live, please go to the comment section and type live. If you will be watching the replay, let me know you're watching replay right there in the comment section. So last week, by this time we were here and we highlighted very important things that were happening in the market and why you should pay attention to. First of all, we redrew your attention to the golden cross, telling you the golden cross is the most historically accurate signal in the cryptocurrency market, which Bitcoin has already flashed. We also gave you the inverted head and shoulder pattern, and also gave you we as well gave you the bullish flag and told you that as for last week there was really nothing new regardless in the market except some macroeconomic numbers we're looking out for, and let you know that we were hoping for an upward continuation, and we gave you two different scenarios which when we dive deeper into the technicals we are going to look out for. But then, before further ado, as our tradition is, we've always looked at the three market events that will bring you the most volatility to your trading and investing, every new weekend. So these are the three markets. Then, without further ado, do well, I want you to give us a like, and as well share this link with a friend, share this link with an investor, let them know the Smart Investors Lodge, analysis team. We're out here. Consider Market Watch as your weather forecast, as you dive into every new trading and investing week. So top on our list, what we're watching out for right here is happening tomorrow, which is the US CPI data release. The US CPI data release, we are watching out for the US CPI number. So inflation number for this new trading and investing week can change the direction of the cryptocurrency market as well as the stock market. We've always talked and taught you, diverse way how inflation is important and why it is important to your investment and also your trade. So I hope that this is not something we'll be that deeper into. But what I want you to know, softer inflation will give investors confidence, and also with a large level of certainty tell us what we should expect from the Fed as regards to interest rate decision. And so tomorrow's CPI number is something I want you to pay attention to. Hang on, give me just some very few seconds here. Let me let some persons know we are live right here. Let's see how more persons will join the live session. All right. So, welcome back. Sorry for that micro short break. So, the next market we are watching out for is still happening tomorrow. Is Sonic S1 airdrop claims. It goes live by tomorrow. So, this is a very much anticipated. I'm really hoping, network is going to have it won't have the best of us. Uh, and I hope this doesn't my morale. It's thing, in Nigerian deciding to do a lot of video, but we are very, very committed to, continuing market watch here. So you guys will have visuals and also know what you should be anticipating and expecting every new week. So last but not the least, happening on Friday is the Trump token unlock. So Trump is unlocking 90 million token, which is about 45% of its circulating supply. This is a massive one, and of course, potentially give us a sell-off. So if token has a sell-off, this is your accumulation. So these are the three market events we are watching out for as we enter the new trading and as well investing week. But one thing I want you to know is that these three market events are capable of bringing market volatility. And so, as we anticipate each trading day that has this market activity, I want you to make sure you put an eye on them because they could affect the direction of the market. So, meanwhile, feel free. Let me know if you have some questions right there in the comment. So, market watch. Meanwhile, GM Edu Crypto is live. Edu Crypto as well expecting a dump with the ongoing Trump token release. Oh, great. Great to know you're right here with us and watching us live. So, let me see while I see I could connect you to my screen to do some very short and brief technical analysis. So you'll see what we are watching out for at the Smart Investors Lodge. Okay, it's almost about time, my friend. Every time. Okay, it's almost about time, my friend. Every time. It's almost about time, my friend. Every time. Please, who can see my screen? Like I said, just let me know you can see my screen. That's all I want. Okay, if you can't see my screen, just type no. But if you could see my screen, type yes. Please, who can see my screen? Just let me know you can see. That's all I want. Okay, if you can't see my screen, just type no. But if you can see my screen, type yes. The crypto can't see my screen. Okay. Unfortunately, mine look like you could view it at the moment. So I just want to be sure because of lately a couple of times I share screen. I notice I always put the screen in the smaller box while I appear more in the bigger box. I don't know what we're doing, but I'll something. Unfortunately, mine look like you could view it at the moment. So I just want to be sure because of this couple of time I actually I always put appear more in the big box. So what we're doing, but okay, so let's repeat this process again and stick with me, everybody. Okay, so let's repeat this process again. Just stick with me, everybody. Rain or sun? I decided we're gonna have it right. So please confirm this time around. You could see my screen. Confirm this time around. One of my major decision was like most time I do market watch and I share screen. I always rather put the screen in a smaller box and me on a larger box. So please, if you can see the screen, let me know. Oh, good. Oh, good. Edu crypto. I love how much you're with me. And all right. So on last week market watch, we drew your attention to the golden cross, would draw your attention to the inverted head and shoulder, and also told you we had formed the bullish flag. You know, bullish flag is always characterized by this pole and then a range. So this was the range, and we gave you two scenarios that we're going to play. But we told you that the market was set for a breakout continuation. You know, to 115,000 and then 120,000 and then an upward continuation. And then we told you scenario one was this happening, you know, drawdown up, drawdown, and then upward continuation. Scenario one or scenario two was testing the support, you know, of this channel. And then we have a breakout continuation. However, scenario one played out, and so congratulations to those of you who were prepared. And afterwards, we did some follow up. So we have the case of scenario one playing out, which is amazing. If you noticed, this was quite an accurate anticipation of scenario one. However, the question right now is what happens next? What happens next? And the thing is, nobody does it better than us. Nobody does it better than us. If those of you who just join us newly, you know, and you will realize that if you spend more time with us, you will see, we'll prove it to you that nobody calls the market better than we do. I remember someone, you know, he's quite respected in the cryptocurrency space, asked me something one day. He told me, what kind of technical analysis do you do, you know, that we don't do? And I told him that I don't just we don't just do technical analysis here at the Smart Investors Lodge. We also price in macroeconomics and also a heavy amount of intuitive guts. You know, you put it all together. And so the next stage is what happens next. Let me show you what's going to happen. First of all, the market is very, very bullish. This is something I have discussed a number of times, letting you guys know how bullish the market is and the triggering event that is going to give us that breakout top to a very massive surge is going to be rate caught. However, this is what I expect Bitcoin to do right now. We're going to form a micro range. So this is what happens. Like we happens here. I expect the range like this at this level range. We're on the massive move from the last level. Let me change this color. Probably see what's gonna happen. Let's make it green. So this is what we anticipate Bitcoin to do. Okay, I'll still make this blue. I want to make sure you all can see it as clear as possible. Yes. So this is what we anticipate Bitcoin to do. The next move for BTC from this 20K level we've reached, you know, we already touched 122, I guess, you know, we are moving towards 25 and then 30, but this is going to form in a range. It's going to come in a range, you know. We test a range part, micro resistance support, and then we form the 30K BTC. We've really come a long way. We've really come a long way right here at the Smart Investors Lodge when people were expecting Bitcoin to test. People were all expecting Bitcoin to test a 10K. Some were saying 8K. We said no. Bitcoin has bottomed. People did not listen to us, although lots of smart persons listening to us anyway. Lots of smart persons listening to us. The next thing that happened was us saying 24 the bull run, you know, to a lot of other levels and zone Bitcoin has been able to reach. You know, to a lot of levels Bitcoin has been able to reach within this period, even at about 80K, people said that was the top. We told you that was not the top. We went to 100, 110K. In 110K, we called the short-term bear market that took us to 74K. 74K, we told you we have bottom, uh, and we're expecting and told you we're expecting an upward continuation afterwards. This is how much way we have come to 100K, telling you this level and calling it to this level. Give it up to us, guys. Give it up to us. This is how much we are dedicated. And there is one thing I will tell you: if there is anybody that was called the top of this bull run, is the Smart Investors Lodge channel. If there is one group you are going to trust to call the top of this bull run, is the Smart Investors Lodge. And one thing I'm promising those who are members of the Smart Investors Lodge premium channel is that, of course, we may not be able to call the top of each asset you are investing. However, we will be able to tell you when it's time for general weakness in the market and for you to evaluate your entire investment portfolio and leave the market. This is because it is not always what you make, but what you keep that counts in the cryptocurrency market. And without further ado, for those of you who may want to take trades or you want to find out what we're buying, you know, we also have assets with very high upside potential and little downside risks. Come find out at the Smart Investors Lodge premium channel. You know, there's a link in Discord, in our Discord community. Feel free, join us on Discord or visit our website, and then you join us at the Smart Investors Lodge premium channel. And at the end of the day, it is not what you make, it is what you keep that counts. And if you just don't want to make profits in the cryptocurrency market and you want to keep, then join the Smart Investors Lodge Premium channel for research-backed signals and also analysis of assets that we are accumulating for the next phase of this bull season. And so, without further ado, I said I was going to announce someone who has won a 1 month access to our premium channel, and this is the person is Emeka. How do I get this? Last week, Emeka was the #1 fan. Yeah, while we're live. And so, Emeka, you have won for yourself a 1 month access to the Smart Investors Lodge trading room. But this does not include the research, gem coins research. So you have won for yourself. Free, identify yourself on Discord, and so you will join us. Meanwhile, don't forget, I also said this month we are going to give 20 persons. 20 persons lifetime access to the Smart Investors Lodge Premium channel, and we'll give five of you will also gain 1 month access to the trading room, as well as we also have different freebies and giveaway for every participatory member of the Smart Investors Lodge. And what metrics we are going to use to pick guys are going to be those who are active here on those of you active here on YouTube channel. We're going to pick a lot of you here. Those of you who join live sessions, those of you who leave comments, those of you who come to Smart Investors Lodge Saturday morning chat, those of you who engage as well on the Discord community. So this is the ranking we are going to use, especially for those of you who will be gaining lifetime access. We are going to pick those of you who have been able to leave testimonial reviews. So we're actually looking for people who have been participatory, those who have always taken actions, you know, from our guidance and also research analysis, and have given us great feedback. You know, we're going on a very long journey, and for those of you who are going to receive this airdrop, you are the ones who we are going to regard as our OG, the Smart Investors Lodge OG. This is our way of giving back to the community more, because we've been giving to the community, but this is how we're going to give more to the community. Meanwhile, thank you for being part of Market Wash, and this is our time. Next week, Monday by 9 a.m., we'll be back here for another session of Market Rush, where you always find out what the market does next. All right, my friends, see you by this time next week.